Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, one and all, to tonight's episode of This Week in Perfect Team, episode number 158. How are we doing today, everybody? Whew. What a day it has been. I'm glad you are tuning in to us tonight. Hopefully y'all are having a great week in Perfect Team so far. I know I am. Hopefully you are too. Whoo boy. Good stuff. We got some good stuff coming down the pipe for you tonight. I'm looking forward to tonight as well. We got the Build a Lineup Gold and we got the Diamond Brooks Robinson to show off tonight. Pretty cool stuff right there. All right. Let's go ahead and get right to it tonight. Before we get into the content tonight, I want to give a little shout out to those who finished in the top 10 in last week's tournament standings. We got a few categories to go through to congratulate those who did very, very well last week. We had Bluebird Silver taking first place in the daily traditional tournaments last week, followed by NJ Sheed in the Oxnard Sunset. We had Red Eclipse in the Palatine Plutos. We got Jay Gritman in the Broomfield Bigfoots, Warhawk 3 and the Besaid Oryx, M-Dub in the Mackenzie Eagles, Dragglefred and the Seattle Aftershocks, Vern in the Los Angeles Canucks, Preacher Boy 12 in the Circle City Monument, and Ace Rutherford in the North Forest Moose, rounding out the top 10 in the daily traditional tournaments. And meanwhile, in the weekly tournaments, we had a few different names in this list. Mike ABC and the Watertown Herons taking first place last week with 119 points. Then we had Mad Matt in the Durham Los Toros with 95 points. Tecmo Bo and the Tecmo Superb Owls. I absolutely love that name, by the way. 95 points as well. Then we have Aster31 with 91 points. His Minneapolis Millers doing very well. Issa Daffo and the Florence Baycats with 85 points finished in 5th. Then we had Cookie with the Family Madrigal TBD with 81 points. Then we had Teddy-O and the Lafayette Crawfish with 75. Flip Dog and the Long Beach Flip Dog with 72 points. Fabtron 7 and the Edmonton Whales with 67. And finally, hey, that's a familiar name, Bluebird Silver and the Underground Turtle Bears finishing in 10th in the weekly traditional tournaments with 67 points. Daily traditional, the Decapathon, that is correct, Mr. Audit. The daily traditionals are the 10 cap tournaments, the 10 daily cap tournaments that count toward the standings. So those are a look at the traditional tournament standings. Let's take a look real quick at the perfect draft top 10 from last week. Mewtwo taking home the number 1 spot in last week's top 10. In the daily perfect drafts with 72 points. Zagtastic and the Gonzaga Bulldogs with 69 points. Sour D 99 and the 9th Planet Sentinels with 58. Space Pope and the Los Angeles Snappers with 56 points, finishing in 4th. Nate 5072 with the Bucks and Sixers with 52 points. Dirty Cheetah and the Portland Mavericks with 51. Dermont with 51 with his Denver Hanu team. F. DePino and the Guilford Indians with 50 points. Sean Chan and the Sean Chan Helene with 49 points. And finally, Katy Perry and the Toronto Vikings with 49 points. And then finally, in the weekly perfect draft top 10, we had Nopin and the Big City Minecraft Green Dragons with an astounding 45 points. Followed by GW Jones 7 and the Seashells with 40 points. Mike ABC with 35 with his Watertown Herons. Greasy Frankfurt and the Frankfurt Greasy Franks. Love that team name and username combo. 35 points. Zebras and the T206s with 28. Frogurt and the New York Highlanders. And then the Gritty Packs. Behooters. And I do believe MK Henny finishing with 26 points each. And then Silo with the Tijuana Tekamaki with 25 points. So good stuff to everybody last week. Each one of these top 10 teams got perfect points for finishing in the top 10 in those weekly standings. Now, if you thought that was good, we have some more. Let's take a look at what's been going on in this week's leaderboards as of the end of Wednesday's tournaments. Here is your week 2 update with the tourney top 10s in the daily traditional tournaments. Oh my goodness, Bluebird Silver up there again at the top right now with 137 points. This does not count anything that has gone on today yet. Adasep with the Puyallup Vikings in second place right now with 116 points. Gabagoo Luigi currently in third place at the end of Wednesday with 84 points. NJ Sheed once again in the standings here right now with 83 points. Jay Gritman and the Bigfoots with 83. C. Whitman and the Castroville Mashers right now in 6th place with 79 points. C. Whitman, good stuff right there. 7th is D-Boyer, 12,007 with D-Boyer with 76 points. Ready Clips with 75 right now in the daily standings. Warhawk 3 in 9th with 73. And Preacher Boy 12 in 10th with 71. And don't worry, there will be leaderboards in the game. We're working on getting that done. We're hoping very, very soon to have these leaderboards available in-game. But for right now, here we are. The weekly traditional tournaments look a little like this. BAW 5 in the Houston Slump Busters in first place right now with 71 points. Maxfire in the Topeka Defenders in second with 57 points. What is Baseball and the Eternal Losers in third with 50 points. Lock Robster and Long Island Ducks in fourth right now with 45 points. Snailman with 44 in fifth place. FJC1 in the PGH Beaches in sixth place with 43 points. Laredo Slider and the Harlem Diplomats in seventh with 42. Ace Rutherford and North Forest Moose with 40. BKN Mets fan in the Park Slope Bourbon Bros with 37 points. And C. Frey Chenaud and the Gotham Dark Knights currently in 10th with 35 points. Before or after the new Go app is here? Before. It's going to be well before. In fact, we're hoping very, very, very soon. Like, I don't want to give a time frame right now, but it is going to be very soon. In fact, I would venture to believe this month. Maybe in the next couple weeks. I don't know. I don't have a date for you, but it's going to be very soon. All right, and finally, let's take a look at where the perfect draft tournaments are at right now. We'll start with the weekly perfect drafts because that's a lot easier to read. We have 6 teams tied with 25 points through the end of Wednesday. TPU, FEJP, Have Some Skeet, Red Spider 1, RevMod, TX Tomster, and Weldon 23. And then 6 teams tied with 20 points. Blue Cap 3113, Warhawk 3, BAW 5, Brainless Kid, Emo CVST, and MV 1234. So still plenty of time with the weekly perfect draft tournaments to see a little bit of separation in those standings. And then in the daily perfect draft tournaments right now, Sweet Nikki C and DSLFC with 40 points each at the top of the leaderboards. Mr. Audit 2 in third with 36 points. Bonkers 25 in the Brooklyn Cyclones in fourth with 31. Fifth place right now is Strifenot in the Wokingham Night Shift with 30 points. Shy Sox Fan 33 in the Joe Creedy Fanship with 29 points. B. Clemens 6, hey! That's Fangraphs writer Ben Clemens right there. Shout out to him. He did actually a fantastic article a few weeks back about the tournament environment a few weeks back before the tournament environment changes. And that was a fun article, by the way. Good job on that. Really enjoyed it. 8th place, Stoli 314 with 28 points. 9th place is Dan Johns with 27 points. Chris Wheeler 81 in the Sad Wheat with 26 points. Also, B. Clemens, 28 points as well. Alrighty. So there you have it. Those are your tourney top 10 updates for the end of week 1 and midway through week 2. I'm hoping to make this kind of a regular segment just so you guys are updated on the tournament scene. Because, you know what? This is a big thing for us this year. These whole tournament leaderboards. I think it's good to keep people informed as to what's going on in those leaderboards. Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate it. Do good stuff over there. You do pretty good stuff over there. And I actually shared that with the OOTP staff. They love that article too. All right, let's go ahead and get into the meat of the matter tonight. Let's get into the content that we are dropping tonight. As always, we are going to lead off with some limited edition cards tonight. And our first one is going to be a 100 copy limited edition card. Let's show it off. It is Rocky COLAVITO, peak card from Cleveland. Big power card right here. Whoo boy, look at this. 43 BABIP, 104 power, 86 avoid Ks, 76 contact, 73 gap power, 81 I. Oh my goodness. When are these live? After the stream, they are going to go live a little bit after 10 o'clock. We will let you know when that happens, but should be sometime a little bit after 10 o'clock. Rocky COLAVITO, big power bat right here. A little bit better against lefties. However, you get a little more power on the right-handed side versus righties as well. You can play left, he can play right. So pretty decent corner outfielder right there. Decent defense, 65 range, 85 error, and 72 arm on this guy right here. Rocky COLAVITO, very underrated outfielder of the 50s. Hit 266, 359, 489 with 374 home runs and 1,159 RBIs in his 14 years in the big leagues, playing for Cleveland, Detroit, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the White Sox, and the Athletics back when they were in Kansas City. Big thing that happened with Rocky COLAVITO in his career. He was traded from Cleveland to Detroit, and a lot of people in Cleveland called that like the curse of Rocky COLAVITO because he was such a good player for them. And then they traded him to Detroit, and then he hit like, 40 bombs his first year in Detroit? Just absolutely insane. Oh man, but this is a good card right here in terms of big power, good avoid K against lefties, very good stuff right here. And also the significance of this 100 copy card on June 10th, so tomorrow, back in 1959, hit 4 home runs. That's right, 4 home runs in an 11-8 win against the Baltimore Orioles. Big stuff right there. Rocky COLAVITO, peak card, limited edition, is in Perfect Team 23. Fun card? I agree. Yeah, I love me a Tiger legend too. Unfortunately, couldn't get the Tigers logo on that one because for some reason he was good with Cleveland. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. All right. Let's move on to our next limited edition card of the night. We're getting into 2 more 25 copy limited edition cards, and our first one of the evening is a recent one, Christian Yelich from the 2019 Milwaukee Brewers, requested by Perfect Team user Gritty Phils. This guy, not a bad all-around kind of hitter here. 85 BABIP, 87 power, 57 avoid K, 95 contact, 84 power, and 76 I in Yelich's 2019 season with the Brewers. Good stuff right here. Pretty much better against right-handers than he is against lefties, as he is a left-handed batter. So mainly a platoon guy, but he can play left field, his main position. He can play right field. He can play center field if you really want him to. Personally wouldn't recommend it, but you know what? If you want to, you can. Decent speed as well. 64 speed, 90 stealing, and 77 base running. Pretty good year for Christian Yelich. This was the year that he really broke out, and it's a shame that he hasn't really kept up this production past 2021. I mean, I don't know if it was injuries or something like that, but you know what? Hopefully he gets back in his stride very, very soon. Hit 329, 429, 671 with 44 home runs, 97 RBI, a 179 OPS plus in that 2019 season. Yee-ha. 7 wins above replacement as well, so very good player for the Brewers team. I believe that made the playoffs that year. Back in 2019, he was the All-Star for the second straight year, finished second in MVP voting, and won the Silver Slugger. Yeah, he also can't bunt, so don't try to make him bunt if you don't really need him to. Yeah, breaking your patella is no bueno. Yeah, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Alrighty. Arts Lab, reach out to me afterwards, and we'll see if we can't get that sorted out for you. Hopefully. Alrighty, next 25 copy limited edition card we are going to be releasing tonight. Here we go. It is Jerry KOOSMAN from the 1969 Miracle Mets, the New York Mets, requested by Perfect Team user Phony. Look at this guy right here. Whoo, Nelly! Look at the stuff. Look at the movement. This guy. Wow. Wow. 98 stuff, 106 movement, 82 control. The splits are virtually non-existent. 99 stuff versus 98 stuff, 107 movement versus 105 movement. Holy cow. 79 fastball, 93 curveball, 49 slider. Kind of works in the 90 to 92 range in terms of velocity. Really good stamina at 95. This guy was really good in 1969. Are these considered diamond cards? Yes, they are, Mr. Audit. In terms of the pull rate, they are considered diamond cards, even though they are perfect cards. Alrighty. Where's his one catcher rating? Unfortunately, he did not put on the tools of ignorance at any point in his career. But yeah, in 1969, Jerry KOOSMAN, a big part of those 1969 Miracle Mets, 17-9 record, 2.28 ERA, a 1.60 ERA plus, 6.7 Ks per 9, 2.5 walks per 9. Holy cow. And this was only his second and final All-Star year. He also won 2 games for the Mets in the 1969 World Series against the Baltimore Orioles, going the distance in the first game and 8 2/3 in his second start. Almost 2 complete games in the World Series, folks. Whoo. This guy, if you pull him, this guy's going in your rotation like right away. Right away. KOOSMAN was also on Nolan Ryan's Topps rookie card. Ooh, that's a fun fact right there. That's a fun fact right there. All right, so there you have it. Jerry KOOSMAN is in Perfect Team 23, this limited edition 1969 card. Oh, you love to see it. All right, so now we've gotten the limited editions out of the way. I think there's another reason y'all are here tonight, and that is for those of you who have been following the Brooks Robinson track with the loyalty rewards. We are going to be revealing the diamond version of Brooks Robinson that you will get if you complete the mission for him. That will be released later tonight after the stream. All right, here we are. Here he is. 95 overall 1967 Brooks Robinson from the Baltimore Orioles. Now you look at this card and the first thing you think of is, oh my God, that defense. Whoo, that's some good defense right there. 98 range, 89 error, 107 arm, and 59 on the turn double play. He did not miss arm day. He did not miss arm day whatsoever. That's some big arm over at third base. 113 on the position rating as well. Could probably throw you out from the 6th row, like NJ Sheed saying in the chat. Holy moly. And the bat may leave a little something to be desired. but it's still not that terrible. 61 BABIP, 69 power, 91 avoid K. That's not bad. 80 contact, 54 gap, 46 eye. Based on his 1967 season where he hit 269, 328, 434, 22 home runs, 77 RBI, 124 on the OPS plus, made the All-Star team, won a Gold Glove. Now the defense, really good because this was the second highest defensive wins above replacement in his career at 4.2. And his offense really wasn't that bad in real life that year. Fifth highest O-WAR of his career at 4.0 according to Baseball Reference. Alrighty. Wish it was a 94? I wish it was a 94 too. Not gonna lie. But you know what? There's probably gonna be use for him somewhere. Most likely. Alrighty, so there you have it. There's the Diamond Brooks Robinson. Gonna be in Perfect Team 23 with the mission coming up later tonight. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get started with our Build a Legend Gold. Now, last time we did the Build a Lineup stream. Did I say Build a Legend again? I meant Build a Lineup. See, it's hard to get out of that mindset of BAL equaling something different. 23, yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started with our first Build a Lineup Gold card tonight. We're going to start at a low gold here. And we're going to start off with 83 overall Minnie MINOSO from the 1951 Chicago White Sox. Here we go. Let's get started. 84 BABIP, 50 power, 72 avoid K, 85 contact, 91 gap power, 59 eye. Good bat on this guy right here. A lot better against righties than he is against lefties, although he is a right-handed batter. So this has kind of been a little bit of a little intricacy with these Minnie MINOSO cards over the years in Perfect Team, which I absolutely adore. So pretty good stuff right here. Defensively, not terrible, but certainly leaves a little bit to be desired in the infield. 59 range, 56 error, 74 infield arm, and 54 on the turn. Double play. He can play third. He can play left pretty well. 78 out of 80 in left field. 70 rating in right field, and he's qualified to learn center field. That is very, very interesting. Which makes me wonder what is, give me just a second here. Let me see if I can find this real quick. So I have the sheet here. I want to tell you what the outfield range and error and stuff like that for this guy is. So give me just a second. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Gold MINOSO. Scroll on over. All right, according to the sheet I have, the outfield range is 66, the outfield error is 64, and the outfield arm is 66. Now, I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, but might be somewhere around that area going in. So not exactly a center fielder, most likely a corner outfielder if you do manage to play him in the outfield. I mean, that's why the left field rating is pretty much high. So yeah, I've never put him in center. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, 1951 Minnie MINOSO, pretty good as always. 326, 422, 500 with 10 home runs, 76 RBI, 151 on the OPS plus. Also added 31 stolen bases, and that's why he has some pretty good speed on him. 82 speed, 87 stealing, and 79 on the base running. He was an all-star that year, finished 4th in AL MVP, and 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting. This was his rookie year, folks. This was his rookie year. After a couple of years playing in the Negro Leagues back in the late 40s as well. Finished 2nd to some guy named Gil McDougald, who admittedly had a decent-ish career, but you know, he was no Minnie Minoso. Not at all. Did Minnie Minoso get robbed of Rookie of the Year? Maybe. Who knows? But there you have it. Minnie Minoso, 83 overall from the 1951 Chicago White Sox Build-A-Lineup card. There will be missions for getting these Build-A-Lineup cards tonight, so stay tuned to the game later tonight. Alrighty, next up we have Build-A-Lineup 85 overall Joe Mauer catcher card from the 2013 Minnesota Twins as we reveal that upgrade to that card. Very, very good contact hitter right here. 93 BABIP, 50 power, 54 avoid K, 86 contact, 80 gap power, and 64 on the eye. Big stat right here is going to be BABIP for this Joe Mauer card. And why not? He hit 324, 404, 476 in 2013. 11 homers, 47 RBI, and a 142 OPS plus. Pretty much better against righties than he is against lefties. Can play catcher and can play first base. Now, this was the last year that Mauer played catcher regularly. And, you know, the stats right here, not terrible. Not terrible at all. 73 catcher ability, 58 on the catcher arm. Not bad. Not bad. First base. Let me get you the infield ratings here really quickly. And let's see. The Gold Mauer. Infield ratings. Where is it? 36 range, 41 error, 32 arm, and 36 on the double play. Somewhere, it's going to be somewhere around there for those particular stats. So there you go. All-Star and Silver Slugger year for Joe Mauer in 2013, prior to his transition over to first base. So pretty good stuff right here. Joe Mauer from the 2013 Minnesota Twins, gonna be in the Build-A-Lineup mission for that card. It's gonna be good stuff right here. All right, next up, we're gonna get you the update to one of our reliever cards in the Build-A-Lineup collection. Our first one of the evening is going to be 85 overall Tug McGraw from the 1984 Philadelphia Phillies, the final season of Mr. McGraw's venerated career. Look at this guy right here. Big movement and control guy right here. 59 stuff, 90 movement, 92 control. Big against lefties right here. Look at this. 100 movement and 95 control against left-handed hitters. Good fastball, decent screwballs. Got a curveball and a slider as well. Extreme fly ball type, 95 to 97 on the velocity. Good, decent hold runners with 55. Tug McGraw this year in 1984, 25 games, 38 innings pitched, a 3.79 ERA with a pretty good 2.53 FIP. Really good stuff right there. 6.2 strikeouts per 9, 2.4 walks per 9. Retired at the age of 40 after this career, after this year. Pretty good stuff right there. Plus he can bunt. He can bunt. 93 on the sacrifice bunt. Absolutely love to see it. That'll pair nicely with the new Carlton. Oh, it sure will. It sure will, especially if you manage to get that out of the pack. Pretty good stuff right here. Can I bunt? Ooh, that's a good question. I cannot bunt without the ball hitting my thumbs. It's weird. I suck at bunting. I don't have the coordination to lay down a bunt. All right. So just pencil me in for like a 1 bunt rating and just kind of go from there. Bunting's harder than it looks. Exactly. Which is why I just swing for the fences. Can I bunt off a tee? I could do a push bunt off a tee, but that's beside the point. So there you go. Tug McGraw. Tug McGraw, Build-A-Lineup, 85 overall. I want a 40 Sam Malone card. Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun if we could actually license fictional characters. Next card, we got a shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr., 85 overall from the 1983 Baltimore Orioles. There we go. Here we go. Here's something right here. 83 BABIP, 66 power, 49 avoid K, 82 contact, 80 gap power, 58 I. Actually a shortstop. Actually a shortstop. A Cal Ripken Jr. in the build a lineup progression that doesn't play third base. But he is qualified to learn third, so if you want to keep the Cal Ripken Jr. third base tradition alive, you can do that. 92 range, 71 error, 73 on the arm, 78 on the turn, double play. Decent-ish on the defense. Good V left bat right here. Good gap power, good contact. BABIP pretty much the same between lefties and righties. Yeah, probably a little bit of a platoon bat if you ask me, if you do get this Cal Ripken Jr. In terms of speed, you don't want him running. 9 speed, 6 stealing, 5 base running. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of stolen bases in 1983. He was just busy hitting the crud out of the ball. 318, 371, 517 that year with 27 homers, 102 RBI, 144 on the OPS plus. Now, this was his first MVP season this year in 1983. He led the AL in hits with 211, runs with 121, and doubles with 47. So I guess that's why the gap power is a little bit high on that. So pretty good stuff right there. Turn that steel slider all the way down. I you know what? I saw the first line of that message, Obelix, and I thought you were going to say up as like a joke. All right, so there you have it. Shortstop Cal Ripken Jr. from the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be in the game once missions go live. When is my baseball card coming out? I don't have a baseball card right now, honestly. So, you know what? It'd be cool if someone could make one. Anyway, let's move on to our next card of the evening. Our next card of the evening. Ooh. I have a feeling you're going to like this one. It is 86 overall, first baseman Willie McCovey from the 1970 San Francisco Giants. Look at this power right here. Ooh. Okay. 59 BABIP, 98 power, 59 avoid K, 81 contact, 92 gap power, and 78 on the eye. Big power right here, especially against righties. Mainly a platoon bat here with 102 power versus 87 against lefties. Pretty good gap power, very good contact, about a 9-point difference between righties and lefties. Very good eye, about 16-point difference against righties. So definitely if you're playing this guy in like a gold tournament, definitely start him against righties. Really good stuff right here. Yeah, ball go far indeed. Ball go far indeed. Yeah, he can walk a little bit. Most definitely, especially with that 78 eye overall. Really good stuff. Defensively, 64 position rating over at first with defensive ratings in the 30s. This is a really good card right here against righties. And in 1970, he was a really good player in real life. 289, 444, 612 on the slash line, 39 homers, 126 RBI, and a 182 on the OPS plus. Let me see if I can find how many walks he had that year, because I absolutely love this. 1970, he had 137 walks. Career high in walks for Willie McCovey that year. 137 walks. And those 126 RBI that year, tied for a career high. Pretty good stuff right there. Led MLB in walks. Yep, 130. Oh, the 137. I thought I typed a 7 there. I guess I didn't. But yeah, also led MLB in slugging, OPS, made it to the All-Star game, finished 9th in the MVP vote right there. Yeah, that was a typo on my part. I guess I saw an 8 somewhere, and I guess I saw the 7, and I accidentally hit an 8. Oh well. That's on me. That's on me. But anyway, very good card right here. Willie McCovey from the 1970 San Francisco Giants in the game. Alrighty, let's move on to our next card of the evening, and we go back to the pitcher's mound for this one. We have 86 overall VIDA Blue from the 1971 Oakland Athletics. Big stuff guy right here. 99 stuff, 54 movement, 64 control. Good fastball, good curveball, good changeup. Movement definitely a little bit sus, especially with the extreme fly ball tendency. But my goodness, can this guy get you strikeouts right here? 100 stuff against righties, 98 stuff against lefties. And this year, he was pretty good in getting those strikeouts. 8.7 strikeouts per 9 in 1971, a 24-8 record with a 1.82 ERA, a 2.20 FIP as well, so very low FIP as well. Won the AL Cy Young this year in 1971 and the MVP award. Led the AL in FIP, WHIP, ERA, and K rate. So pretty good stuff right here. His breakout year. Definitely his breakout year. Pretty good sack bunt as well at 65. Very good stamina at 108. 89 on the hold runners. That's pretty good as well. Alrighty. But yeah, definitely a great year in real life for VIDA Blue. 24-8. So pretty good stuff right there. Let's keep going. Let's move on to our next card of the evening. And I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one tonight because I actually like this one. Here it is. 87 overall, Joe Morgan from the 1973 Cincinnati Reds. Very solid all-around hitter right here. 63 BABIP, 70 power, 81 avoid K, 79 contact, 74 gap power, 78 on the eye. Very good hitter against righties as well. 84 avoid K, 81 contact, 72 power, 64 BABIP, 76 gap power, 78 eye, all against right-handed hitting. Can hold his own a little bit against lefties as well. Defensively, little bit on the okay side, 68 range, 83 error, 50 arm, and 73 on the turn double play. Good speed, good stealing, and good base running as well. 91 speed, 93 stealing, and 88 on the base running. That'll definitely play on the Astros team, Buck. I definitely agree with you on that. But in 1973, he had a very, very good year. Hit 290 with a 406 on base, a 493 slugging, 26 homers, 82 RBI, 154 on the OPS plus. Won Gold Glove, made the All-Star team, finished 4th in NL MVP that year, and had 9.3 B-WAR, 3rd highest total in his career in that category. Wow. Very good hitting card right here. Joe Morgan, going to be in the game later tonight. All right, let us move on past this Joe Morgan card. A very, very good Joe Morgan card. And we got another pitcher to show off for you tonight. We go back to the mound. And it's going to be 1997 Kevin Brown from the Florida Marlins. 87 overall. 73 stuff. 101 movement. Big movement right here. 74 control as well. 64 on the fastball, 71 on the sinker, 43 on the curveball, 61 on the slider, 20 on the changeup, and 39 on the splitter. A little bit better against righties than he is against lefties by about a magnitude of a few points in each category. Extreme ground ball type right here, so that movement's going to play very well with that kind of tendency. 90 to 92 on the velocity, really good stamina at 97. Hold runners isn't bad at 51 either. Now, this was a pretty decent year for Kevin Brown, all things considered. 16-8 record with a 2.69 ERA, 237 and a third innings pitched. All just a little under 8 strikeouts per 9, 2.5 walks per 9 that year. Made the All-Star team in his second and final year with the Marlins. Had 7 wins above replacement. A little bit of a fun fact, led the National League in hit by pitch that year, which it's a little bit yikes. Hopefully he doesn't hit too many batters for your teams in perfect team, but you know what? If he doesn't hit 14 batters, that's an improvement. That's an improvement, straight up. Movement plus the extreme ground ball is good for your smaller parks. I can agree with that a little bit. Most definitely. Yeah, as a batter, yeah, not a good hitter. Not a good hitter. Then again, you wouldn't use Kevin Brown to hit anyway. Anyway, there you go. Kevin Brown for the 1997 Marlins in perfect team 23. All right, next card coming down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to show off tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, my favorite player of the evening, 87 overall, Richie Ashburn from the Philadelphia Phillies. 1955 edition on this very, very contact hitting gold card right here. 92 on the BABIP, 10 on the power, 84 on the avoid K, 89 contact, 81 gap power, and 74 I. Big, big, big contact hitter right here. And not bad defense in center. Not necessarily elite defense, but very, very, very good defense. 88 range, 73 error, and 65 on the outfield arm. And a line drive hitter. So that might help get some base hits, get some doubles, get some extra base hits going as well. Definitely not going to see a lot of home runs with Mr. Ashburn, but you're definitely going to see a lot of base running from this guy. Plus, he's not bad at base running either. 58 speed, 70 stealing, and 68 on the base running tonight. 338, 449, 448 on the slash line in his 1955 season with the Phillies. He did manage to hit 3 home runs that year, somehow. 42 RBI and a 142 OPS plus. And these were career highs for him in on-base, slugging, and OPS plus. And he only played 140 games that year. Nice. Did receive some votes for NL MVP that year, finished 14th as well. So very good contact hitter. I think this is a really good card right here that people are going to want to play, especially in gold tournaments. Maybe if you get him for your perfect team, maybe he plays in the league. Who knows? But definitely that contact profile, pretty darn good. Richie Ashburn from the 1955 Phillies in perfect team 23. Alrighty. Let's see. Who do we have next on the list? Our Canadian friends are going to have fun with this one. 1994 Larry Walker from the Montreal Expos. Look at the blue and the green on this card right here. 86 BABIP, 72 power, 58 avoid K, 90 contact, 97 on the gap power on this 88 overall card, 60 on the eye. Very good against righties as well. Getting a little bit more gap power against left than you do against right, but everywhere else against right, pretty darn good right here. Can play first base, and he can play right field. 65 range, 66 error, and 75 on the outfield arm. And pretty decent speed as well. 66 speed, 88. Is that 80? No, that's an 80 in the stealing department. 67 on the base running. Very good year for Larry Walker in the strike-shortened 1994 season. Hit .322 with a .394 on base, .587 slugging, 19 homers, 86 RBI, and 151 on the OPS plus. Led the NL in doubles that year with 44. Hence the gap power. Finished 11th in MVP voting in his final year in Montreal before he moved over to Colorado, and we all know what happened when he played in Colorado. Oh man, I can't wait to see the diamond cards on Larry Walker, the diamond and perfect cards in Larry Walker from his Colorado years, because oh my God, those are going to be so good. Those are going to be so good. So there you go, Larry Walker from the 1994 Montreal Expos in Perfect Team 23. Yeah, this is also before Larry Walker decided he would wear a SpongeBob shirt when he got the call for the Hall of Fame. Hey, when a man likes SpongeBob, he likes SpongeBob. And I respect him for it. Next up, we have Jonathan Papelbon from the 2011 Boston Red Sox Build a Lineup card right here. Hey, look, guys, an actually decent Jonathan Papelbon card in the Build a Lineup track. Or at least, I don't know, the silver card was pretty good too. But you know what? Here's his gold card. 83 stuff, 72 movement, 87 control. Yeah, the movement definitely dropped a little bit. Definitely agree with you. Pretty interesting card here for an 89. It has a good fastball, good slider, good splitter. Definitely a little bit more stuff against righties than he is against lefties. Definitely getting a couple more points of control. Movement's pretty much the same. Very, very good relief card right here in terms of the gold. Probably grab this in a draft? Oh yeah. Yeah. If I saw this card in a draft, I'd probably consider it. I'd definitely consider it. All right. Jonathan Papelbon, 2011 was a pretty good year for Jonathan Papelbon up until September. 31 saves for Papelbon this year, 63 games, 64 and a third innings pitched, 2.94 on the ERA, 12.2 strikeouts per nine, 1.4 walks per nine, second lowest home run rate of his career, career low in FIP with a 1.53. That one blew my mind when I saw the stat sheet on that, because wow, that's low right there. And I also have to remind you that Jonathan Papelbon in 2011 gave up the walk-off single to Robert Andino in Game 162 to eliminate the Red Sox from the MLB postseason. Just saying. Just saying. So what's his rating against Robert Andino? Like a 1? But hey, at least it wasn't a homer, right? Anyway, Jonathan Papelbon from the 2011 Boston Red Sox in Perfect Team 23. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool to remember. It's cool to remember the 2013 ALCS up until that point. Let's just move on. Hey, we got one more Red Sox, but you know what? I don't have any bad words to say about this next Red Sox card, because y'all know who it is. It's Wade Boggs from the 1987 Boston Red Sox. Here he is, folks. The bat on this one is pretty doggone good. Saving the best for last, folks. 83 BABIP, 66 power, 84 avoid K, 95 contact, 81 power, 70 on the eye. Very good against righties right here. Ooh. Defense isn't that terrible over at third. 57 range, 70 error, 72 arm, 62 on the turn double play. Very good all-around hitter on this guy right here. And he was a very, very, very good hitter in 1987 for the for the Red Sox. Very good stuff right here. 363, 461, 588 on the slash line, 24 homers, 89 RBI. Career highs in homers, RBI, OPS, OPS plus, slugging percentage, total bases, 8.3 wins above replacement. Holy cow, what a year this guy had. Wow. Just absolutely outstanding, and an outstanding card to go along with that season as well. The year he decided to prove he could hit home runs. Exactly. Like, let me find the stat sheet again. He only had one other double-digit season with home runs, and that was in 1994. Only 2 double-digit seasons. This was one of them. Arguably, honestly, I'd say this was the best season of his career right here. So there you go. Wade Boggs from the 1987 Boston Red Sox. Gonna be in perfect team here in the mission for his card. Coming up near just after 10 o'clock or so. So there you go. The Build a Lineup Gold collection, as well as the Diamond Brooks Robinson. We had Cal Ripken Jr., Joe Mauer's gold, Joe Morgan's gold, Jonathan Papelbon's gold, Kevin Brown's gold, Larry Walker's gold, Minnie Minoso's gold, Richie Ashburn's gold, Tug McGraw's gold, VIDA Blue's gold, Wade Boggs' gold, Willie McCovey's gold. More gold in this pack than in Fort Flippin' Knox, baby. There we go. Oh, man, I can't wait to see these missions come out just after 10 o'clock. Good stuff right here tonight, folks. Well, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Next week, I'm going to do a little bit of a teaser for next week real quick. And we know we don't usually do this, but I'm looking forward to next week because we're going to be doing something pretty special. Especially with packable cards. That's going to be fun. Maybe just a little tiny teaser. But it's going to be it's going to be a card series that I know that y'all are probably going to pretty much enjoy. So that is going to be next week. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Have a great night, everybody. It's not scavenger hunt. It is not scavenger hunt. I'll just say that right now. But yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of packable cards coming next week, just so you know. Am I hosting the TWIP tourney tomorrow night? Yes, I am. All the time. All right, guys. Have a great night, everybody. Dishnet 34. Signing out.